Hey guys, how's it going? Edstar here, back with another Operation Palace video, episode 2 of the new season. On Saturday afternoon, it finished Palace 0, Brentford 0. I have to be honest with you, I am very, very disappointed with that result. We should be beating teams, I don't want to say this, but like Brentford. I'm sorry, I got a lot of stick, you know, for saying teams like Brentford, but I stand by that. You know, we should be beating teams, you know, a newly promoted team like Brentford, for example. You know, their team, I get it is, you know, a very strong team. You know, they've got a very committed team. They had a couple of good chances in that game, but we should be beating, you know, Brentford. For me personally, that it just disappoints me, that result, because I know we're so much better than that, and I know we've got the players to be so much better. But you know, it just doesn't help our cause as far as I'm concerned, because the next bunch of games we've got are very, very tough for our season. Tomorrow we've got Watford. I'm going to be doing a preview to that, which will be live tomorrow morning on the channel, probably about 10 o'clock in the morning. That will be up. I'll have a live watch along for that game in the evening. 7:45 I'll be live on here on YouTube playing some Cricket 19 whilst watching the game, because I'm not really bothered about it, if I'm honest with you, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Brentford. For me, you know, looking at the statistics, we were not very good at all. I mean, a lot of sloppy passes, a lot of misplaced passes, and just a very lacklustre game, if I'm honest with you. I was impressed with Conor Gallagher. I did think he brought a lot to the team, but for the matter of the fact is, you know, this team has been struggling for a very, very long time. Below our performances, you know. Man of the match was Ivan Toney for Brentford, according to BBC Sport, but, you know, I'm not here to talk about that, I'm here to talk about us. Fact of the matter is, the statistics for this game was, we actually had more of the ball, which is a bit surprising, because we don't normally have the ball a lot. We like to play on the counter-attack, which I don't really like doing. I'd much rather be on the front foot. They had 14 shots to our 7, 3 on target to 2. Ivan Toney had that golden chance in the second half for them to seal the game. And we hit the bar in the first half. They clipped a bar with a free kick. But it was a very underwhelming game for both sides, and Brentford will feel very disappointed not to win the game. We'll feel very relieved just to get a point, you know. And I should not be saying that, you know. That's the matter of the fact. I'm going to get into my player ratings for the game, but my player ratings is as follows. In goal was Vicente Guaita. He didn't really have much to do, if I'm honest with you. He did, you know, keep a couple of good saves out from Brentford, so I have to take that into consideration. But he wasn't really tested enough, you know. So I'm just going to give him a standard 5 out of 10, because he wasn't bad, but he wasn't good. I've watched a bit of the highlights, but there wasn't really that many highlights to watch. So yeah, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but for me, it was, you know, it was a very lacklustre performance. And that's probably the title of this video. Another lacklustre performance. Again. Left back Tyreek Mitchell, again, and not one that he did well in for me personally. Again, didn't really get forward that much, and struggled to get forward. So I'm gonna have to take that into consideration as well. But he was good defensively, and you know, he kept the front four, the back four were quite good. So I can't mark them lowly, but I can't give them a high mark. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10 as well. Going to get into the two centre-backs, Mark Guehi and Joachim Andersen. I thought they were quite a good partnership, if I'm honest with you. They made a lot of good challenges, you know. but equally they gave the ball away quite a little bit. So the one who gave the ball away the most was Kouyaté. I couldn't believe how many times he was giving the ball away. But I thought Anderson and Guehi did quite well together, and in the end they could have been the reason why Brentford didn't win this game. And I'm going to give them both a 6 out of 10. I was quite impressed with both of them too. Right back Joel Ward, again a very lacklustre performance from him. I think he knows his time is very slowly up at this club. For me, again, didn't do enough. Didn't do enough going forward. And again, he's just not good enough personally for me. I'd much rather have Nathaniel Klein in the team, but I understand he had a COVID test, so that's probably why he's not in the team at the moment. But I'd imagine Klein will take his spot when he's ready to return. But for me, Ward, I'm going to give a 4 out of 10. A very, very poor performance. I'm going to start with Cheku Kouyaté, and again, I was very, very disappointed with his performance. He gave the ball away so much in that second half. It was ridiculous. Like, he could have easily cost us this game. But luckily he didn't. So he didn't create enough going forward. Again, it's like they were playing a 4-3-3, which is a bit weird. But Kouyaté, he's an okay player. He's not anything special, and I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10 as well, because just for giving the ball away too much for me personally. I'm going to start with the better one, and that was Conor Gallagher. I was really, really impressed with Conor Gallagher. He really tried to create something for the team, and I really like this loan signing so far. He's really, really impressed me so far, and I really hope it can continue, because he has definitely been a shining light in this team so far, and definitely the best player on the pitch for me. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Maybe 8 out of 10 is probably a little bit too, praiseworthy. But I might give him a 7. If he got a goal or assist, he definitely would have got an 8 out of 10. I'm going to go with a 7 out of 10 actually. 7 out of 10 for Conor Gallagher. I was very, very impressed with him. Next, I'm going to go with James Mcarthur. Again, he was definitely trying to create something along with Conor Gallagher. But, again, solid defensively, but it's an average performance. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Yeah, all in all, just because he was he did a solid job for us defensively. Gonna get into the front three now. Gonna start with the crybaby that is Wilf Zaha at the moment. I have no idea what is going on with this man anymore. It is getting to the point now where I would take any sort of money for him and just cash in on him, because the amount of times I have seen him play act on the floor and just have a massive strop, and just because it's not going his way, and I just can't deal with players like that in the team. I'm sorry. I get that he's our best player, but you cannot act like that in front of a referee. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't get booked, if I'm honest with you. I mean, I'd happily take 40 million for him right now, happily. We could easily look into developing the squad with that. And he says he's good enough for Champions League football. I don't think he is. I'm sorry. I don't think he's Champions League quality at all. But again, a very, very poor performance. And I wouldn't say he was the worst player on the pitch, but he was definitely one of, the performances that he just didn't create anything. And I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. And for a matter of the fact is, he's got to sharpen up very, very soon. Otherwise, we could be in for a very long season. I'm going to start next. I'm going to go with Christian Benteke. He had a good chance in the game. He, headed it straight at the keeper. But yeah, it was it was another average performance from Christian. He just doesn't get the service. Somebody needs to give him the fucking service. I mean, if he gets the service, we have got a top quality striker on our team. And, you know, he just didn't get the service, and I can't give him any higher than a 5, and I can't give him any lower than that. You know, he was just another average performance. On the right hand side, finally, I had Jeffrey Schlopp. Didn't create anything. I'm sorry, did not create a single thing. I mean, not good enough. Again, another player that's not good enough for the club. We've got so many players that just aren't good enough. And, you know, Schlopp is a championship player. He really is a championship player. And correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but for me, Jeffrey Schlopp is one of those players that is just not creating enough for the team. I'm going to say a 4 out of 10 for Jeffrey Schlopp. It was a very poor performance. And the only substitute we made in that game was Jordan Ayew. He's got 1 goal in 45 games since his last goal against since Leeds. He's got 1 goal, and that goal was against Leeds in 45 matches. Somebody tell me why he is good enough for this club. He's not. He's not good enough. He's one I'd just happily get rid of right now. 7.5 to 10 million, take it. Take it. Get him gone. He's not good enough. He is not good enough. He just... I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I don't get why he's being played down the right hand side. He's not a winger. He's not a winger. He's a number 10. He's definitely a striker. And he's just in need of a goal, because it's just not good. It's not good at all. And he had no impact on the game whatsoever. None at all. So I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. The team today, manager today, is probably the team I would have gone with. So I can't, you know, can't mark him down, but you know, we should be beating Brentford, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. It was the team that I would have picked. It was a decent team, but the team just did not perform for him. So yeah, that's the manager rating. The fans were absolutely brilliant. It was lovely to see. Lovely scenes at the start of the game with the flags up in the crowd, and I just love having full stadiums. I'm sorry I couldn't get to Brentford. I had to work. I'm sorry, I cannot get out of working commitments. But tomorrow, as I'm filming this on the 23rd of August, the Monday, tomorrow, the 24th, in the morning, you are going to see the preview for the Watford game in the Carabao Cup. Again, I'm not really bothered by it, so it might be a very, very short preview. But that is going to conclude this Operation Palace video. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you smash a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and click the eye in the top right hand corner to go and check out another one of my videos. But until next time, everyone, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and until next time, take it easy.